Cruel men believe in a cruel God and use their belief to excuse their actions. Only kindly men believe in a kindly God and they would be kindly in any case. Bertrand Russell. God as the individual subconscious. I've said it hundreds of times before, but it bears repeating. Since gods are the products of minds, there are as many gods as there are believers, if not more. No matter how similar two people's conceptions of God are, they are not identical. No two people share the exact same ideas about or towards a God. Two people sitting right next to each other in the pews might proclaim belief in the same God, but their experience with that God is a completely subjective experience. It belongs to the individual. They may try sharing their concept of God with others, but what they're really doing is creating a new God in someone else's minds. This new God is a product of the individual's subconscious. To one of the people in the pew, their God could be a kind, gentle, completely disembodied force for love and compassion. And to the person right next to them, their God could be a vengeful, wrathful, almost corporeal force for destruction and war. They may profess a belief in the same God, but their ideas about this God vary widely, and these ideas are almost always a reflection of self. If a person is violent, their God is sure to be violent. If a person is loving, their God is sure to be loving. If a person hates a group of people, it's almost certain that their God hates them too. Growing up, I knew multiple people who fit into both of these categories. I can say without a doubt that the good ones would have been good without a God, and the bad ones would have still been bad. In this way, gods are useful shields from personal responsibility, even in situations where it would be beneficial for the individual to take responsibility. When a person passes off responsibility to their God, they are, in effect, passing responsibility to their own subconscious. So when a good person donates their time to a shelter, in their mind they're doing God's work, and when a mother drowns her children in the bathtub, she was, in her mind, carrying out God's will. In all actuality, the good person wanted to help people all along, but needed something to make them go the extra mile, and the same goes for the mother who drowns her kids. So when a person no longer believes in a God, they are forced to take full responsibility for themselves and their actions, be they good or evil. Without a belief in God, there's no more God hates gays. It becomes I hate gays, which forces you to have a personal justification for your hatred. In getting rid of the belief in God, you're no longer passing off your subconscious thoughts as being from an external, objective source. You're owning every part of your conscious and subconscious mind, which makes it harder, but nowhere near impossible, to find justifications for evil and hatred. The world would be a much better place if everyone realized that gods live and are created in one place, the mind. Until the majority of people come to this realization, I'm afraid that we will continue to see people passing the buck to their subconscious and calling it God. We will see demented people getting away with crimes because they're good Christians or good Muslims. Until we do away with the idea of God, we will continue to see atrocities committed in its name, whatever name that may be. But if we do finally grow up, we will find the line between good and evil a little less blurred by religious nonsense. This was an excerpt from my book, Ranting and Raving, a compilation of essays on religion and atheism, available on Amazon. If you would like to help support my local humanist group, the Humanist Fellowship Assembly, consider purchasing the full book. Thank you and have a wonderful day.